If you plan on traveling anytime soon, then this video is for you, okay? I'm gonna be going over my favorite gadgets from the years of traveling. And so a lot of these gadgets, I'm pretty sure you've never heard of or seen of before. But with these gadgets, I find a lot of them to be useful. Let's actually open up the bag and let's go and get started as far as what we've got in here. The first item we have here is something called a hero clip. And this is what it looks like. So it looks like a carabiner, but basically it's better and more heavy duty than just a regular carabiner. So how this works is that you're actually able to unclip it. And it kind of looks like that when it's unclipped. And this part here is what I mainly use to hang my backpack on. So I've got my backpack here. And so with this hero clip, when it looks like that, I can basically hang this on restaurant tables. I can hang this in the front seat of airplanes. I can hang this on the top hooks of cars, shelvings. This thing is extremely useful in terms of hanging things. And if you don't have a personal item, you can use your purse. You can use it to hang your coat. And it's very heavy duty, okay? So it twists 360. And when you're not using it, you simply just fold it back up and it closes up just like that. So this is a hero clip. It's so useful when it comes to if you're traveling with a personal item like a backpack, purse, or any other small items. I've used it to hang a lot of coats before. I've used it in restaurants, libraries, hotel rooms, a lot of different use cases for this hero clip. But aside from that, let's move on to the next item. When you're about to start traveling, it's really important that you start traveling in comfort, okay? And when you're traveling out in airports or going onto the planes, here, what you want to do is have something comfortable for your feet. So these right here are the POS slides or slippers, if you want to call them. And so one thing I want to try and do with this video is basically normalize non-branded affordable footwear, because let's be real, no one really cares what goes on your feet, all right? So these are the POS slides and they come in multiple different variations of colors. And so I wear these to the airport and it's just a great way to start my vacation off. They're simple slides. I take them off when I'm sitting on the airplane, but it honestly feels like I'm walking on clouds, guys. And so this is usually like a typical outfit for me when I'm getting ready to actually go on an airplane or go on vacation. And with these slides, they're extremely waterproof. They're really easy to dry up. Comes in multiple different variation of colors, and just having that comfort feeling in which you're headed towards the airport, your feet feel great, your feet feel free. Check these out, okay? Let's start normalizing non-branded, non-expensive footwear. And a good way to start with that is with these slides from POS. So the next item that we have is something called a smart ring, okay? And so I just got this smart ring from Aura. What I kind of found is that usually when you go on vacation, you tend to not have enough sleep just because, you know, you're staying out during late at night and then you're waking up possibly to attend that excursion or tour early in the morning. Because you're having less sleep, your body is more prone to being sick. And so that's where the smart ring comes into play. It basically informs you of how ready you are for the rest of your day based on your sleep. So if you're going on vacation, it's extremely important to get enough sleep, at least 8 hours, especially because you're probably during the day going to be doing a lot of different things, a lot of physical activities, and a lot of mental planning as well. But with this smart ring though, it basically prepares me when it comes to actually informing me of how well my sleep was last night and then how well my next day or current day is going to be. So the Aura ring basically has something called a readiness level, and that readiness level is based on what you did the day previously before, and it's also based on how well you slept last night. With that readiness level, it's also gonna kind of regulate or monitor your body temperature just in case you're like on the verge of getting sick. So let's pretend today is like day 4 of the vacation. The Aura ring kind of starts sensing that my body temperature is slowly increasing, which is an indicator that I might be prone to getting sick. So on day 4 of my vacation, I'm probably going to take it easy. I probably won't be doing so many strenuous activities. I probably won't be out in the sun for too long. I'll probably take it easy, relax more, and that can only kind of be known from something such as a smart ring like this one from Aura. So with this smart ring, I absolutely love it. I wear it to sleep. It looks great. Smart ring, it's absolutely essential when it comes for me traveling, and basically just helps me so that I don't get sick as easily when I'm out traveling. So tying to the idea of sleep, studies have shown that if you don't get enough sleep, your immune system may even drop as low as 60%. So tying to the Aura ring, now we have a sleep mask. Okay, so this is an essential item for me when it comes to traveling as well. So this one here is from Renpho. It's a Bluetooth sleeping mask that is rechargeable. But one thing I like about it is that you have the adjustable strap on the back end. But in addition to that, this sleep mask, if I open it up, it basically just has a nice fit to your face, okay? So when I put this on, it's completely pitch black, and that's what you want to have when it comes to your sleep mask. You don't want basically no light peeking through, but this is basically a full-on complete sleeping mask that is going to give you pitch black darkness when you put it on correctly. So it is adjustable. I carry this around in my backpack when I'm sleeping on the airport, or basically sharing rooms with anyone else as well in the hotel or Airbnb. But another essential item, let's move on to the next one. Another item that we have is still tied to the idea of sleep, guys. If you don't already understand by now, I'm huge on making sure that you get enough sleep when it comes to you traveling. So what we have here are my wireless over-the-ear headphones. Okay, so these are noise canceling, and these ones here are from Wise. So you have the carrying case, and so this goes into my carry-on usually, or my backpack. And so these are what the headphones look like, okay? So these are noise canceling wireless Bluetooth headphones. They're super easy to use. You can adjust them as far as this piece goes. And what I like about it also is the actual padding on the top is nice enough so that that kind of doesn't like hurt your head when you put these on. But these are completely noise canceling. These are great when you're sleeping on the airplane just because the jet engine is pretty loud, and also great to sleep with when it comes to sharing rooms with other individuals as well. So it comes with the travel case. It's rechargeable via USB-C, but this is another great item to have as far as another gadget to have when it comes to travel essentials to travel with this summer. So enough items related to sleep. Now let's move on to some other items such as a passport holder. So one of the reasons why I really like a passport holder is because this is basically where I keep my travel cards in at all times. So travel cards, meaning my travel cards from Chase and my travel cards from American Express. Now with this passport holder, I really like how it has a wrist strap just because I tend to pull things out of this and it just basically frees up my hands. So this is just a regular old passport holder, and if you open it up, you have slots for your passport, and then you have slots for your cards. I tend to put in my cash here as well. So anytime I'm traveling internationally, this is where the majority of my cash lies. In addition to that, I also tend to keep a pen hooked onto here as well. But it's a very simple passport holder. You also got a detachable loop key ring here as well in case you want to attach your keys there. But it is RFID protected as well, just to prevent thieves from getting your information. But yeah, passport holder, another essential that you want to check out. Next, what we have is a travel electronics bag. So this one is one I've been using for about like 3 years now, and it's the one from Orient from Mulai. I tend to carry a lot of wires, so this mainly goes in my check-in just because I don't like having to deal with the wires, but because I work on the go, I tend to have a lot of wires. And so with this travel electronics bag, if you open it up, these are basically just different ways to actually organize your wires. So I have multiple lightning cables just in case people need some, just in case my family needs some, or in case one of mine break. But multiple different ways to actually organize this top layer. But if you close that up and open up the bottom layer, we just have more means of organizing your cables. This is where I usually keep my laptop chargers, extension plug, HDMI cable, other means of cables. I also have a Chromecast here as well, just because the Chromecast I feel like really comes in handy when it comes to wanting to watch your streaming services on hotel or Airbnb TVs. But yeah, travel electronics bag, this usually stays in my carry-on or on my check-in bag just because you can see how big and bulky it is. But yours definitely doesn't need to be this big and bulky. It's just because I tend to travel a lot with wires. This is what I put in my check-in or carry-on bag. But I do have an alternative that I carry in my personal bag, which I'll be showing you later on in the video. But let's move on to the next item. So the next item that we have here is this Bag Smart Toiletries bag. This might be bigger than other toiletries bag, but one thing I really like about it is its ability to actually hang up. Okay, so if you imagine this is in your check-in bag, all you gotta do is take this out and hang it on the door, and you basically have your toiletries bag not on the counter shelf, but hanging off of the door or hanging off the hook so it doesn't take up more room. But if you look on the inside here, you've got multiple different ways to actually organize this toiletries bag. It's very, very water resistant as well. You can also open up the sides and add more items to actually organize this bag. I'd say this hook hanging feature is absolutely essential just because it just makes it so much easier when you're traveling to take this out of your check-in, keep all of your toiletries in this bag, and then once you're done, basically zip everything up and close everything up. And then once everything is closed, you can simply just pack this again in your check-in bag. So it makes it very easy. You don't have to keep taking things out of here and then onto the shelf. It basically acts as its own shelf with this Bag Smart Toiletries bag. But now let's move on to the next item. For this next item that we have, it's a carry-on from AeroTrunk. I bought a very similar carry-on to this, which cost me an absolute fortune, but I really love this carry-on, and let me show you why, right? So as someone who travels and is on the go, this right here, this front pocket laptop sleeve is really helpful in making sure that not all of my gadgets and devices are on my back. But this is a great way to actually place your laptop. It's got a cable here for a portable charger. You've got multiple different organizational pockets here as well. And if you close that up, here we have a TSA approved lock. We have a way to actually charge your devices. It's also expandable. You've got the retractable handle. And you've got two side handles as well, one over here and one on top of here. And then if we open this up, I just really love the way that this bag is able to be organized. And so with this AeroTrunk bag, you basically have like a compression plate here, which you can use to compress your clothes. And on this plate, you just have another pocket to add more things. It also includes shoe bags. It includes laundry bags to kind of separate those items from your clean clothes. If you didn't want to use this compression plate, you could actually detach it, like you see over here, all right? But I'm just gonna put this over to the side for now. Here we have another bag, which is detachable. So this tends to be like your toiletries bag, or for me personally, I use this as my jewelry bag. And so I just detach this and put this in the safe in my hotel room. And on the right-hand side, you basically just have an open pocket. Left-hand side, you have multiple other organizational pockets there. And then on the left-hand side, you just have a nice big open pocket. So again, there are other bags that I've used very similar to this that I bought that cost a lot more than this, but I'm really pleased to find that there is a more affordable option when it comes to getting a bag with a laptop sleeve and all these different organizational components that don't cost so heavily. So with that being said, this is the bag from AeroTrunk. It's my absolute favorite bag when it comes to traveling with. Absolutely love it. I love it so much that I even keep the plastic on, as you can see here. But even so, yeah, great carry-on bag. Let's move on to the next item. So the last item that we have is this solar power bank. And so as said earlier in the video, I tend to deal with a lot of wires. And so one of the main things I really like about this solar power bank is that not only is it solar powered or solar chargeable, but basically if you look here, it basically has all of the essential wires that anyone would ever need. So you have the lightning cable, USB-C type cable, micro SD cable, and then basically just an inlet cable for USB. You've also got the wireless charging pad that you see over there. But with it though, you can kind of see like, I don't really need long wires when it comes to traveling specifically, which is why I really love this solar power bank. It's not heavy. And then once you're done using the lightning cable, for example, you simply just tuck it in and it doesn't take up a lot of room. So you don't have to deal with all the entanglements that comes with carrying all these different separate wires. It also acts as a flashlight as well, that you see over here. But with that being said, a great device to have, a great portable charger to have, one that's more unique than other portable chargers, just because other portable chargers or power banks, they only come with the power bank. You need to bring the wire, but at least with this one here, it's got all the wires that you need. And so with it, another essential item that I always travel with that I found very useful. And as a special mention, I do highly recommend getting AirTags just because you want to place AirTags in all of your check-ins, your carry-on, and your personal item so you can keep track of where they are, especially your check-ins. So with AirTags, I'm not going to go into detail too much about them, but with all the items that I've mentioned in this video, I'll leave a link to them all down below in the description where you can find it for yourself. And so thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you all in the next one.